And if they decide, like, we really want Rob to be our DCU Batman?
I don't know. Well, we'll have to see where that goes.
Fair enough. I won't put you on the spot anymore.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Enjoy this night.
So Robert Pattinson's Batman might actually be the new Batman in the new DCU. Matt Reeves apparently talks about it in this interview with Josh Horowitz, and we have some reports from some scoopers stating the same thing as well. Let's first dive into this interview, then we'll go into the scoops. This is Matt Reeves talking to Josh Horowitz on the red carpet for the Golden Globes. And Matt Reeves is the creator of The Penguin, Batman 1, and is currently writing Batman 2.
So obviously, you know, the audience already has an appetite. We're greedy in a good way. We want more.
Greedy.
Yeah.
How many discussions, like, are there real discussions about a season 2 right
Sure.
now?
Yeah. Lauren and Dylan and
talking
Colin and I
about
are
season
talking
2 of The
about doing another
Penguin,
season,
which-
and it's all about. Obviously, we're doing the Batman 2. We got to get the timing
Batman
right
2,
on
of
that.
course.
But we are our plan is and our hope is absolutely to do another season. We just have to come up with the idea that we think is the right idea, which is what we're working on.
Okay, pause. In the beginning, when they did The Penguin, they said Penguin 2 wasn't on the table, especially Colin Farrell, because of how just hard it was to wear the suit of the Penguin. I mean, he's unrecognizable as the Penguin. I've seen the process of him getting into the costume. I think they said it takes about 3 hours every day. Like, that's hard. And Colin Farrell originally said, yeah, no season 2, just season 1, because they're going to go into the Batman 2. Story's going to kind of continue. He's going to be in it. But originally it seemed like season number 2 was off the table, but now it's clearly on the table. They're clearly talking about it. So it looks like we might be getting a Penguin season 2. Let's continue.
Are you happy with, obviously the release date changed for Batman Part 2?
Yeah.
You want the script to be in a good place?
Of course.
So are you happy with the progress you're making and the release date you have now?
Yes, absolutely. No, things are. I mean, this year we're going to be shooting, and I'm very excited about it. And it's
filming this
there's
year.
been a lot of stuff going on, and it's taken longer than I would have wanted. But also, I'm super excited about what we're doing. So I really can't wait to share that with everybody.
So
Awesome,
how tough has it been to figure out your main villain? There have been a lot of rumors lately. I've even heard Freeze as a potential
I
villain.
can't answer anything that you're
Like, by now you've determined who the bad guy is.
Yes, of course, or we'd really be in trouble.
Is it going to be surprising
Okay.
to the audience?
I hope so. Yeah, I think so. I think that the story is a continuation in a certain way and completely different in another, and is going to show a different sides of Rob. I mean, I think it's going to be really exciting. It's going to be really cool.
Do you pay attention to the rumors out there? Because there are new rumors every single day.
I mean, you just kind of look at them casually and go like, oh, is that what they think now? Oh, interesting. Okay, but it's, you just got to put your head down and do what you do and try and do it as best you can.
And thoughts on other spin-off series at this point for Zoe, for other characters?
I mean, look, I would love to do more, but I think right now the thing that we're really focused on, obviously we're talking about doing the second season of the Penguin, but my big priority is to get the Batman 2 shooting and going, and then it'd be exciting to see where we'll go from there.
And last thing for you, I spoke to James Gunn recently, and I asked him, obviously he talked about, letting you do your Reeves-verse on his own. And I did ask him, have you contemplated recently integrating Rob into the DCU? And he said, they've talked about it, because you talk about everything.
Sure, yeah.
What's your attitude about that at this point?
I mean, it really comes down to whether or not it makes sense, and, I think what's been great is it was really a kind of a story that I wanted to tell. We're calling the epic crime saga and all of that, which is the thrust of what we wanted to do. And it's been important to me to be able to play that out. And, James and Peter have been really great about that, and they're letting us do that. And, what the future brings, I can't really tell you. I have no idea right now, except that my head is down now about getting the Batman Part 2 shooting and to make it something really special, which, of course, is the most important thing.
And if they decide, we really want Rob to be our DCU Batman?
I don't know. We'll have to see where that goes.
Fair enough. I won't put you on the spot anymore. Congratulations. Enjoy this night.
Well, there you have it right there. It's a possibility, and they've talked about it. James Gunn has talked about it with Matt Reeves. This is now confirmed. It's out there for the entire world. We now know. So if you viewed this as not possible at all and it was just a rumor before, well, this clearly shows right here the rumor has merits. They clearly are talking about whether or not to make Pattinson the main Batman of the new DCU. Now, we do have some other reports right here. One is coming from Jeff Snyder, and he's been pretty good with scoops recently. From what I understand, all of them, if not most of them, have been accurate. He states that James Gunn wants Robert Pattinson to be the DCU Batman and is currently making moves to make sure he gets his way. He says Alexander Skarsgård was the first choice to play Krim in Supergirl, but was too expensive. A source tells Jeff Snyder that Mr. Freeze is in the Batman Part 2. Josh did mention Mr. Freeze. He mentioned, villains, of course. Matt's not going to tell him all of that. He can't tell him all that, right? And it's way too early. But this is another insider with a good track record saying that James Gunn actually wants Robert Pattinson to be the Batman of the DCU. We also have another report here. This is from Viewer and on another insider in the industry. I think Pattinson will end up being the DCU Batman. Speculation, so he's claiming right here, speculation on their part is based on a few random things that they've heard, including that some people are concerned about having two concurrent Batman franchises. Well, this was kind of the thing when James Gunn announced the new DCU, that they were going to have these Elseworld projects. Batman, the Batman, Matt Reeves is the Batman, was still going to exist in this other world. But now we're talking about merging the two different worlds. And I've seen a lot of comments, and they range from, yes, this would be awesome, to how the heck are you going to even do this? The worlds are too different. But I think there's a way to actually do it. Now, full disclosure, I like Pattinson. I like Robert Pattinson as Batman. I liked his take on it. I liked the way the film was shot. I liked it all, pretty much. Having said that, the Superman trailer is vastly different than what we saw in the Batman. It's also vastly different than what we saw in the Penguin series. And those are a part of the same world, right? But I think if you maybe have a time jump, like if you say that maybe Batman, the Batman, was in the past, and you jump forward a little bit more in time, he's a little bit more established, maybe has the Bat family, then I think it could work really, really well. But it depends on how they do it, of course, like anything. Do I think Robert Pattinson can be the Batman in the DCU, in the new DCU? Yes, absolutely. I think he's a phenomenal actor. If you look past Twilight and everything he's done after that, it's pretty dang good. His track record. I really love a lot of movies that he's in. He could do it. He's got the chops to do it. He really does. And I like his Batman, but could they fuse that Batman with this kind of new modern look that Superman has? James Gunn could figure out a way to do it. He'd have to do it right, though, for it to really work for all of the fandom, right? Because I know there's going to be some people who just don't like it. Let me know in the comments, do you want Robert Pattinson's Batman to be the main DCU Batman or not? Either way, know now that it is a very real possibility. Matt Reeves confirms he's talked with James Gunn about it. So it's possible. And I think they're going to base this decision off how some other things do. And I don't think they're going to make this decision until the script is finally done and we're getting really close to the Batman, the Brave and the Bold actually coming out. I think we've got a while until we actually find out. But until then, no, Robert Pattinson's Batman could be the Batman of the new DCU. So be sure to let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest DC news, Star Wars news, Squid Game Season 3, all pop culture is what we're going to talk about on this channel. So subscribe so you don't miss a video, and I'll catch you all in the next video.